Doing that now.
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
And I'm doing that now so I can fully adjust mumble so people can actually hear the mumble. Because in previous videos, people could hardly hear shit.
You should always have the sound for people talking higher than the game.
That was part of the problem. Both were really low because I was mostly streaming with the headphones off and everything was coming in through the speakers and I didn't want it to be too loud.
Yeah, you should wear headphones when streaming. Even if it is uncomfortable.
Oh. So what are you planning on streaming?
I'm going to try again at streaming the Golden Axe series.
Golden Axe?
Golden Axe!
Isn't that a SNES game?
No, that is a Sega Genesis and arcade series of games.
I was close enough. I got the right generation, at least.
Golden Axe, I think, was a launch title for the Genesis. Back in 1988, maybe 89.
Knew it. I knew I played it on something else that was not the Genesis. It was ported to Amiga.
It was, as well as the PC and Commodore 64. Which I may play one of these days, just for shits and giggles.
Oh, the Commodore version was horrendous.
Did it at least have good sound?
No.
What? Bullshit.
I call bullshit to your bullshit.
Commodore 64 has awesome sound.
If you know how to do it.
Well, yeah.
That is a big if, unfortunately.
Hey, on old stuff, like pretty much anything 8-bit, if you're shit, the game will be just beats and blips. If you're good, you can make fucking amazing music on this.
Axe equals Battler, the Barbarian. His mother was killed by Death equals Adder.
Use it.
Yes, it's introducing the characters.
I'm just watching the stream and it lags.
How bad is it lagging?
I just saw you started the stage.
Hasn't
You
dropped
just
any
jumped. You just jumped on the blue raptor.
Yeah, it's only lagging by a few seconds. I mean, dude, it's not like everybody has fiber, you know?
No, it's basically Twitch introduces.
Might be a bit of a 7-second delay, I'm not sure. Alright, I'm going to make a plug real quick for the stream so I can get maybe more people in on this? I don't know. So give me about 1 minute.
Plugs. That goes into socket.
Right. I should mention that I'll probably be off the air in about an hour or so because there's a threat of a tornado passing by. We're not quite sure what's going to happen. Although I have a
Okay.
feeling I'll be done with this long before then, because this is somewhat of a short game.
I never played the.
Really depends on the game.
At least the graphics looks nice.
Yes, everyone is. There's a lot of gender equality in this game because everybody is clad in armor that doesn't really fucking do anything.
How is this making sense? One's parents were killed by death equals
It's a holdover from the arcade game. It was like that as well.
what does it mean? Like, I understand that equals thunder because that's like his title or something, but death equals adder.
Possibly
Somebody
adding...
just Somebody just use /kill on their parents, okay? We'll just leave it at that.
I would say
matter.
I would say it's probably adding to the death or something like that.
Does it really matter for a game where you just go from left to right and slash your sword at somewhat scantily clad enemies?
No, it doesn't really matter. So, who should I play as? The dwarf, the barbarian, or the Amazon?
You should play as the hot, sexy lady.
One vote for the hot, sexy lady. Darish?
Sure, go with the Amazon.
How about you?
There's
How about you, Frankenstein?
There's a lot of people going against, like, there's not enough women protagonists in game.
Well, it did get to the point where Tyrus became the focus of the series during the PlayStation 2 era. I think it was for the PS2.
Seriously, look at this. The dwarf isn't even wearing armor. He just has a shirt on. The dude has a pair of, I don't know, boots? Like fucking, what's his name? Macho Man boots.
Conan the Barbarian, He-Man.
He has the Macho Man boots and, like, iron underwear, and the woman has, like, iron-plated breastplates and underwear, so she has the most armor out of all of them. Which is stupid.
Land is my duty, Mom.
It's better than X-Men 6-player arcade.
Hey,
Welcome to die!
Look, it's still better, but that was still better than all your bases are belong to us.
It's better than the ending of Ghostbusters on Nintendo.
Now go and rest our heroes. Rest them in peace.
But no one proved father.
Oh my god. You're just like knifing the poor, like, I don't know what the fuck that is, gnome?
It's Noam Chomsky. Now, I don't know if they actually mentioned it in the game or not, but this is supposed to be a cockatrice that I'm writing.
What?
Cockatrice.
Oh, is that how it's pronounced? Okay, my bad.
It's bird-like and it looks weird, so
It's like a bird
It's
lizard
close enough.
hybrid.
it's close enough. Although, why
Oh.
is it pink?
Why is it pink?
Oh, I know what this is. This is the transitional fossil that proves evolution. The link between dinosaurs and birds.
It doesn't have wings. It doesn't have feathers either. It just has a weird beak.
I guess it's a transitional fossil.
Doesn't make any sense.
Neither does creationism, but people believe it, so...
Turtle Village?
Yes, we are approaching Turtle Village, and oh, we have some big bullies in the way.
Some laughing assholes.
Hey guys, you might want to help your friends that are getting... No?
Nah,
Well-
fuck that. I mean, why would they help? They're too big and proud to help.
You'll just stand there? Oh, now you're moving. Oh, okay. I always like that when the enemy's like, wait.
You know what else about that? Like when you're watching one of those 80s action movies, when the good guy is battling like a big crowd of fucking what do you call them?
Mooks.
Yeah, when they're fighting mooks, they just stand there and like when one of them gets knocked down, the next one comes.
Our
Like-
sworn enemy Death Adder is in this castle. We'll take a shortcut through the Turtle Village.
Death Adder. Is he a giant snake? Or is he just like a really insane mathematician?
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Or is he both at the same time? A giant mathematician snake.
Yeah, I don't think they actually show what Death Adder is in the Genesis game until the very, very end. They showed him in the arcade game. I know that much.
I like her back sprite. She's got a nice ass.
Funny thing, in the sequel, they made her look more like Red Sonja.
I think there's a point when all generic video game women look like Red Sonja. Just different colored hair. Do they even have names, or are they just generic?
The player names, let's see. The barbarian is named Axe Battler.
Axe Battler? Wait,
Yes.
is first name Axe, last name Battler?
Yes.
Or is it just Axe Battler?
I'm guessing they use the same naming policy as they went with Mr. Torque and freaking Borderlands.
What's a cool thing? Axes are cool. What and what is his personality? He's bad. Okay, Axe Battler.
I'm gonna turn up the emulator for a second. You gotta hear this goofy ass villager sound. Just goofy as fuck. They changed it in the Sega CD re-release. They made it actually sound like screaming villagers. But
Sounded like a rat.
I don't know, I like how the fucking dragon thing you're writing sounds.
Yeah, it's vomiting fire.
It's perfect.
at least they got
So
something right. But yeah, Axe Battler, that's his first and last name. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Axe equals Battler.
What?
That doesn't help the case. Oh. Worse.
Okay, what's the fucking chick's name?
Tyrus equals Flare.
Iris Flare?
Tyrus
Oh,
Flare.
equal.
Yeah, you gotta remember that equals symbol.
Why is there an equals?
Any of the guys that programmed this are still alive. I would like to mention about a white space character known as the Space.
There's also something if you can't put a space in there, there's a thing called an underscore. Oh, you stole his fucking meat.
I'm a mead mongler. The village was on the back of a giant turtle. The turtle takes us south across the sea.
As you're running around slaughtering stuff, the whole village moves across the sea. Okay.
Oh, it drew a turtle.
Fun way to travel in style, I guess.
Supposedly.
It's like a Japanese mythos thing. Actually, it's in a couple of mythos, but
This is actually a game about just getting one of those fire-breathing lizards and just... Which I see this is a very effective tactic.
oh, but we didn't hear what the dwarf's name was.
The dwarf is named Gilus or Gilus equals Thunderhead.
Guileless Thunderhead.
Sounds
That's the only
Dwarven.
one that sounds like an actual fucking name.
And in the arcade game, he actually wields the title of the game. He wields the golden axe. I kill the ladies with the kicks.
The elf block doesn't look that good.
Fuck this being a Red Sonja ripoff. This is freaking She-Ra. She can actually...
She-Ra!
Princess of
Terrible.
Power.
Dude, fucking She-Ra's a horse. What the fuck is his name? He has the most amazing voice. It's like, he's like this beautiful, like, Pegasus thing, and he's like, She-Ra, they're attacking the blah. It's like, what the fuck? Most ungraceful voice ever. It's the best. Why the fuck do those dwarf things just kind of wait around for you to kick them in the face?
Because they're nice. They're gentlemen.
They're gentlemen.
They're
They're masochists.
I think their masochist is a better excuse for it. If they're gentlemen, just like, oh, you kicked me in the face, well, it's alright. I deserved it anyways.
You kicked me in the face, have some potion.
Have some potion. Have some nondescript potion.
And evidently I was fighting the cousins of Mango.
Mango? Is he a delicious fruit full of juices?
You could say that.
Oh, blood is of some sort.
It's human juice. Well, human blood is human juice, but whatever. Then again, wouldn't also piss be juice? I don't know. Maybe it's a mix of things.
We have gone in close to the vicinity of the castle, but the way is blocked by enemy lines. We must dare the Fiend's path to reach the castle.
Oh, the Fiend's path.
So we're taking the scenic route because we need
We're
an
taking
extra
the-
level.
We're taking the scenic route because we're lazy and we don't know how to pick locks.
Because we're gluttons for punishment.
Oh no. Wait, it's blocked by enemy lines, so let's go through the fucking place that has a bunch of enemies in it. That makes no sense.
Well, if we want to be tougher, we should just take head on the enemy lines.
Yeah, like, you've killed you've killed at least 100 dudes by now, in various fashions. Like, take on a contingent or two.
I gotta say,
Besides-
that's an unusual cliffside. I wonder if that's got any bearing on the story.
What, the fact that it looks like there's a bunch of oops buried in it?
That too.
Oh, there's like stairs.
They weren't graphically... They weren't capable of putting slopes into this engine. I guess.
Yeah, possibly.
Either that or it was like, well, we put in a jump function, we should probably put it in somewhere. And it's windy, it's blowing feathers at you. Only feathers.
Also, since when do skeletons scream?
I don't know. I have the sound offs.
Oh, they have. Oh, they do scream.
They go, ah!
Well, if this is based on the He-Man and She-Ra lore, then skeletons are fantastic enunciators. Even though they lack, you know, anything that they could make any sound with, other than like clicking, I guess, because they have bones.
If they're anything like the He-Man universe, they probably like getting raped by beastmen, who evidently don't bother putting on their seatbelts. Whee! And now, for no reason, well, actually, there will be plenty of reason in a moment.
I'm just wondering why it's only blowing feathers. And really fucking big feathers at that. Or are they just really close to where the camera is and only next to the camera? These things will never
Curious.
be explained.
Curious, very curious.
Just like go get to the top of the mountain and there's just like this giant bird, but it's got no fucking feathers left.
So many skeletons, so little time. Fuck this.
I never understood skeletons. Like, they're skeletons. Their bones can't be held together by anything because the cartilage and ligaments are just fucking gone.
It's magic, I suppose.
Yeah, well, you just called in a dragon to blow the shit up.
No.
The Fiend's path was a great eagle. We are taken across the skies to the castle. Now the final battle begins.
Why the fuck was the eagle blowing all of its feathers at you?
Also, did the eagle not notice that there were skeletons growing in its back?
Wait, the thing was the eagle.
What?
Yes.
It's not eagle on top of mountain.
Why?
Oh shit, yeah.
That's so stupid. It's just like,
Why is there a platform in the eagle's face?
why is he? How is he stationary and unblinking? This eagle is amazing.
I like how the raptors, when you kick off the rider, he immediately goes like into this nap mode.
Yeah, it's like, bye. Oh, you're back. Okay. Bleh. If only fucking Yoshi did that. Instead, he freaks the fuck out and runs away.
Yeah, just like this dragon. Which I'm sad about. I think that was the whole point, was to keep you off the dragon because of what's coming.
Does he run away after so many hits, or is it just...
Yeah,
Random.
I think it's 3 hits.
Aw.
It's like that with all the monsters. But yeah, I think this was the main reason because, yeah.
Why does it look like they're hitting you with bouquets of roses? Or giant raspberries?
I would suspect they're Nancy boys.
Date me! Date me! And then they're like swatting you with them. You're like, no! Go away!
That honestly needs to be a weapon in a video game.
What, a giant rose cluster?
A
Or a giant raspberry?
Fear my bouquet of death. Ah!
Yeah, this sounds like something they should put in like the new. What's that game called?
Should put it in dishwasher. Just a bouquet of death.
They could do that, but the name of the dishwasher was already taken, sadly.
Huh? No, I'm talking about the actual game series, Dishwasher.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Because there's really funny weapons in that game. Like, you know, a giant pair of scissors, a giant syringe. Like... I don't know. I mean, roses are spiky.
One of my old friends, a goat that slobbers all over the place, he suggested I play the dishwasher, and I just didn't have the $10 at the time.
It's so fun! Second game is better, but the first game is still really fun.
It's
Not a button masher! There's actually, like, moves.
Yeah, to be fair, this is also kind of a button masher. It's also a quarter muncher, but that's beside the point.
well,
But-
not on this system. An arcade game, Booster.
Not on a system, you mean.
Well, it's an arcade game. It was originally made to eat up all your monies. So it still doesn't beat freaking Metal Slug.
Yeah, Metal Slug is, fuck you. You are now poor.
Really? I thought all the early Capcom games bore that title.
Metal Slug just throws in parts where you just die. You can't, no matter how skilled you are at the game, you will just die.
I actually saw once a playthrough where someone actually did it with one.
Yeah, but those people are practicing for years. You have to be like speedrunner levels of retardedly memorizing the game.
Oh yeah, definitely you have to be really good at it.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet Death Adder.
Not in this. Not here yet. We must see him. That's Death Adder. He's just a generic dude with an axe.
He is. But oh, he's the guy that killed this woman's parents.
And he just... Well, I mean, I guess the fact that he's literally a giant is intimidating. But... other than that, he's just a normal dude. I was hoping he would be a giant snake. That would have been cool, but no. Oh, he fucking corner raped you.
Yeah, the skeletons are just... the skeletons and Death Adder, they're notorious for corner raping.
Hard about those kind of beat 'em ups when you just get stuck in that corner and the enemy just gets bashing at you.
Haha, now it's just you and me, Mr. Guy with Axe.
Mr. Guy with axe. I'm Death Adder. I'm scary, right? Right? I throw thunder and stuff.
I have
Eh.
death in my name.
Yes, I'm waiting. I need to actually use this freaking in one of my D&D games where the bad boss says like, "Yeah, fear me because I'm called
scary,
death."
right? Right? You're scared of me, right? And then the party's just staring at him like,
I will roll intimidate. Oh, fuck,
Sure,
natural
why
one.
not?
Yeah, if it was our party though, the guy would probably just be like, I'm scary, right? Fucking bless weapon, and then that one thing that makes them vulnerable, radiant. To
Oh
just
wait, you won?
charge them.
Accept
Wait,
my
didn't you-
utmost gratitude for our rescue. I thank you for your courage, for you have rid us of the hideous Death Adder.
Wait, who are those people? Are those your parents?
That's the king and princess.
Oh, lame!
But I have a feeling he may have been taking orders. Sometimes he did disappear into that door.
I don't really see how Death Adder was hideous, though. He just looked like a normal guy. He was just really big. Or are people in this game racist against giants?
Will you go into battle for me yet once more?
Nah, I think I'm gonna take a 2-week vacation.
Yes, me lord.
Thanks for saving me, but Death Adder is in another castle.
I think Nintendo might sue for that.
Now, to be fair, the arcade game did end there. They added this last level just for the Genesis.
Oh, so this wasn't around for the arcade.
Oh, snap. And of course, the most masculine of colors, purple.
Whee! Into the pit.
One way of dealing with them.
Well, if you have that bottomless pit, you might as well use it. And suddenly the color has changed. What?
Evidently, there was issues with the
Did
pit.
that skeleton just walk off by
Two
himself?
of them did. They were just like, I don't want to live anymore, I'm an abomination! And then they just killed themselves.
Yeah.
Pit.
So stupid.
I think someone derped on the pathfinding AI.
I mean, like, it's why would you need pathfinding AI in a fucking brawling game? It's all there's no bottomless pits of unexplained death.
Enemies have like a free win level because everyone just walked into.
Something tells me the game was expecting me to use all my magic at Death Adder.
Not into the pit, it burns. They're just like oh, the magic went into the pit.
Good.
Yeah.
Skeletons.
Oh, statues of all the very, very unique enemies. No, not really. Oh my god, they're coming to life.
I'll show you. I'll kick you in the pit.
This is Sparta! Except with a woman, so it's sexy? Question mark?
Sexism Sparta.
Sexy Sparta.
That enemy